Dublin the right choice for the final?
Yeah, I think it's a long story. I was speaking of John Delaney because we began this adventure 5 years ago, 4 years ago, when we meet the Prime Minister, Mr. Alvaro, and with John, he said, well, we will have a new stadium. I said, if you will have a new stadium, because Lansdowne Road was very old. And it's not good for me because I lost twice on the Lansdowne Road, it was time to change. And I said, okay, if you have a new stadium, I think it will be very nice to have a final of the Europa League in this stadium. And 5 years after, Lansdowne Road is not anymore present. That is your problem.
The year 2010 was for Atletico Madrid.
Well, it was a very good year. We had lots of matches and we got 2 titles, and that was good for the club and for the supporters.
There's 4 teams still in the hunt for the Europa League Trophy. What advice would you give to them?
Well, just I send them good luck from here to the 3 Portuguese clubs and to Villarreal. We hope we get a good final.
And what do you remember of the final in 2010 playing in Hamburg?
Well, it was very exciting. We had lots of supporters there and a great team like Fulham that did all the best to win the title, but finally I think we deserved it more.
And what did it mean to a club like Atletico Madrid to win the Europa League?
Well, Atletico is one of the biggest clubs in Spain, and obviously it was a very important title for the team, for the city, and for all the players that were waiting that moment.
We knew this was a big gig. We knew this would be. It's coming now, isn't it? You can feel it today. The trophy's here. Next month's going to be great when the final comes. But never at any stage did we question that we shouldn't deliver it, because it's going to be a magical day on May the 18th when 2 sets of supporters come in and we get to host this match. I would like to see a Spanish-Portugal final. That's what we would like to see, because if we got Benfica against Villarreal, that would be great. If you got Benfica against Porto, what a derby that would be. So at this stage, I think any one of the 4 could do it. They're all good football sides. Over 2 legs, you never know, and of course in the final, you never run a once-off game who's going to win it. Well, there's going to be 10,000 Irish at the game anyway. That's where we sold the tickets earlier on, between the 7,000 that were sold to the public and then the ones that we got for the National Association. So everybody who's a football lover wants to be there. Yeah, it would have been great at Man City or Liverpool, I think, for the city, because you'd have had thousands of supporters coming in without tickets, just in terms of celebrating the fact that the final was in Dublin. That's not to be. That said, I think we've got certainly 3 or 4 marquee clubs named Benfica. I remember as a kid, I remember Shea Brennan, who played for Manchester United in '68, grew up in the house for 6.5 years. He lived in the room beside me. He had great memories of beating Benfica 4-1 in Wembley Stadium after extra time in Eusebio. So that brings back its own memories. Porto with Mourinho, been out to Porto Stadium. It's one of the stadiums we looked at actually when we were building the stadium, the Aviva Stadium, and they're not dissimilar in terms of the structures. So you've got some great clubs there. So I think, look, we've never had a European final before, so this is going to be something special. I think what we'd like to do is possibly the Super Cup final at some stage. That's now leaving Monaco in 2012. So at some stage, a Super Cup final would be something we'd love to host. Or maybe, I've often spoken about a joint bid for an under-21 European Championships with Northern Ireland. I think that's more where I'd like to take it once May the 18th goes well and everybody's happy.